Okay, hi everyone, it's Vickie Verley, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Yeah, I'm late getting this chart up because I was just really floored by that whole election thing. I still am in shock, I think, but I'm going to try not to talk about that because it's just going to cause more people getting in an uproar, and that's why I wasn't even going to do the video, but I'm going to do it, and we're just going to try to talk about other things. So it's a full moon in Taurus, 22 degrees, 38 minutes. Conjunct Lilith, the divine feminine, the powerful woman. But we're not going to talk about that. So let's see. What's I have not looked at this at all. I've been in total shock here. Well, it's not really doing anything according to this. No aspects to the moon, of the sun opposed the moon. Well, it's doing this thing here. Is that a semi-sextile or in conjunct? You know me, I never know those names right. The adjustment aspect to the Uranus series. Well, here's how we can start. Let's just start looking at the Taurus energy. So Taurus rules the second house in the flat wheel. It's about money. It's about possessions. It's about being grounded in the earth. It's about what we value. Second house, Taurus, over here, second house, Taurus. So these are things, full moon brings illumination and culmination. So this is the things that this full moon, and by the way, it's November 14th at 8:52 a.m. Eastern, times will vary. These are the things that could be brought to light. I forgot to turn this phone off too, sorry, there we go. These are the things that will be brought to light, could be brought to light during this full moon. I think it's a super moon too, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, so our values, what we possess, money. This would be a good time to go over your finances. This would be a good time to start getting your money and tax stuff, because the 8th house is taxes, you know, in order for the year. This would be a good time, you know, to well, you know, if you're in the southern hemisphere, plant your garden, and in the northern hemisphere, because Taurus is earth, and it's related to earth stuff, gardening and being earthy. And in the northern hemisphere too, there's fall things, bulbs, garlic. If you plant garlic, you know, plant all that. There's some fall things you can do and plant at this time. Well, full moon, I guess not plant actually, but work in your garden. In the northern hemisphere, do your fall cleanup. You know, clean up your yard, get rid of all your. Clear the slate. Get ready to plant anew in the spring. You know, to plant your new seeds, or in the new moon, whatever the case may be. What's going on? What else can we look at in this thing? I'm just floored. Oh, Jupiter squared Pluto. I don't know if I've talked about that at all. That's something we can look at. Jupiter squared Pluto. I think I may have talked about it, but we'll look into it some more here. So there's a Jupiter square Pluto going on, yeah. Well, you know, Jupiter is abundance and luck. In Libra, it's beauty, grace, creativity. Squaring Pluto and Capricorn, the powers that be. Yeah, so I think, you know, in Libra is also a very peaceful. It's the peacemaker. So it's the peacemaking, artistic, creative energy squaring off with the capitalist, control, dominating energy. You know, that's something that's going on here too. I mean, I don't really know what I can say about it. Let me just go, instead of trying to draw from the aspect here, let me let the psychic energy take me where it wants to go. And in this, what I'm being drawn to is there's another, it is sextiling Chiron, the full moon. Sun trine Chiron, full moon sextile Chiron. So healing. Healing is where we're at. Healing is what we've got to do right now. Our illusions, you know, in Neptune it's illusions, you know, it's illusions have definitely come into play here lately. You know, I think a lot of people had a lot of illusions. Lots of people did. A lot of people had the other side of Neptune, dreams and ideals, you know. So we need to, our illusions have been, shattered and revealed. Our dreams and ideals have been challenged. And we got to have an awareness about it. We got to have a down-to-earth, practical awareness about it, okay? That's what Taurus energy is. Putting your feet on the ground, not having your head in the clouds. Being practical, being realistic. Working towards goals one step at a time, one foot in front of another. Starting from where you're at. Not dreaming big, these pie-in-the-sky things. Where are we at right now? This is where we're at right now. And the full moon could be revealing. This is where we're at right now. It can be very revealing. This is where we're really at in reality. Reality could be sinking in. I'd say that's definitely a thing, right? The 3D reality. Taurus is all about the 3D reality. In the second house. So that it's really sinking in, and more is being revealed. The full moon is revealing, where we're going from here, what's going to happen from here. It's opposed the full moon or the sun in Scorpio, which is trining the Chiron conjunct to Lilith, also trining the Chiron. If you have something over here in Cancer, if you have planets in like the 20-degree-ish mark of Cancer, this is a big grand trine here is getting filled in for you and getting activated by this full moon. I would say that this full moon also is in a loose orb trine with Pluto. So it's the change of power. Pluto's the power. Capricorn's the power. So it's the transformation of power, and we have to look at this. It's going to be revealed. We're going to see things clearly. It's going to sink in and ground in reality what really happened. Because I feel like a lot of people are still just stunned. I'm still stunned. I'm completely stunned. And there's these alternate timelines, man. I've been really seeing a lot of this lately. And I've been posting on my the Facebook page. How the F did I get involved in this timeline or something? That was my initial response. Because I was having chills and confirmations and really, really clear visions of something else. And getting major, major confirmation. Just about like healthcare and stuff, like even. Because they were talking about lowering the healthcare to 55, and it's like, oh, that's only a few years away from me, And it's just like, oh wow. I go, I was feeling like I was saying, I heard in my head, I go, I remembered something from when I was 18, and they changed the drinking age. It used to be 18, and they changed it to 21. But since I was 18, I got in just in the nick of time. I turned 18 or whatever before the end of the year. After the first of the year, if you weren't 18, you had to wait 3 more years. And I haven't thought about that in, 20 or 30 years or whatever. But that popped into my head like Spirit was giving me a message. And it was just like, oh, wow. I go, I bet you I'm going to get in just in the right time, because if they're going to change the Medicaid age or whatever, it's going to take a couple years. I go, wow, I'm going to get in at just the right time. I'm getting chills as I'm saying it right now. And I was getting chills all over my body like confirmation. And the fact that even popped into my head. Like a lot of my friends at that time couldn't drink, but I got, because my birthday's in December, I snuck right in there. I go, I'm going to sneak right in there again. I'm going to be at the right place in the perfect time with my age and everything. And, but no, that's not the way they're talking about pushing it to 67 now. So, but I was getting these chills and confirmations and all these, So, where did that come from? Or is my psychic ability just a complete bullshit in itself? Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm, I don't know. Or maybe is there different timelines? I was just totally knocked for a loop. That was just one of many things that I was just getting major psychic information on, major downloads, major chills and confirmation and stuff like that. It's just like, wow. How could, illusions being shattered. Talk about illusions being shattered. Big time. And I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying, I thought I was going to get free healthcare in a couple years. But maybe I got a long ways to go yet. But anyways, let's go here. Let's see what else is going on. So, yeah, we got to heal that. It's healing. Talk about, healing. And as I've said all along with, the Chiron thing here, the healing of the wounds and healing of our illusions. And not only the illusions of the past, because it was illusions of the past is really strong because of this Neptune South Node. That's the past, the South Node, right? But Chiron's moved off and separated from that now. Chiron's not really talking about the past anymore. And I always talk about how, we have these illusions about the past, and we lick our wounds and we blow them up and escalate them over time, to be more than they are. But, this isn't talking about the past so much anymore, especially that this full moon is making an aspect to it. This is talking about our wounds right now, here and now. So we've got to heal the full moon. We've got to be in the now. Second house Taurus energy is about the now, the 3D reality that we find ourselves in, and the timeline we find ourselves on right now. It was 11/11, just as I said that on the tape here. So where are we right now? We got to assess the situation in practical, earthy, down-to-earth ways, right? This is what this is where we're at. This is what we got to do, what we got to go for. And then with the Virgo, we got to make the plan, right? Some other things up here. We've got the Saturn still up here in Sag. And I believe Saturn's doing some stuff here. What's they got it sextiling Jupiter. Okay, so that's more harmonious than a square. And it's at 15. Is there other stuff that's not the asteroids? Not really. It's doing that thing with Pluto too again. Yeah, and Saturn, ruler of Capricorn ruler of Saturn, whatever. So this is tied in. Saturn and Pluto is tied in. And, it's all the patriarchy and everything. Mercury is coming up to conjunct this. So hopefully that could be some nice things that could come out of that, right? Because Mercury is our mind. It's our communication. And Sagittarius is such a different energy than the Pluto and Capricorn. Such a different energy. Sagittarius is about wanting to research and take the higher ground and grow and expand knowledge and learn more and learn about foreign and other people. Learn about the other people's views and point of view and positions. So maybe with Mercury coming up, maybe, this could happen. I mean, I hope it would. Maybe there could be a line of communication that's based in 9th house Sagittarius energy, higher knowledge, education. Not just insisting I'm right, but having an open mind, willing to learn and expand and knowledge. And Juno's there too. Juno and Mercury are traveling together there, so that's real nice. Because Juno is very much like the Libra energy. It's feminine, it's charm, it's beauty, charm. It's not harsh energy. It's, wooing the savage beast through love and kindness, So there may be some of that happening. And hopefully, hopefully there would be. Okay, everybody, well, I'm late getting this up, and honestly, I'm just pretty shaken up by this whole thing. I'm sorry. But I didn't want to just completely skip the forecast. I mean, and also don't forget, I am opening up for the year ahead readings. If you go on my site under the readings tab, it's a psychic tarot reading for the year. I do them every year. It's going to be for a limited time, so I'll be, I've been taking orders. I'm going to be starting on them on Monday, and if you want to order that, check it out. Check out everything on my site. The calendars are still up. That's also a really cool thing I've got happening here. Calendars, come on, baby. And they have some astrology stuff. Here's a couple. You can see what they look like. If you want more elegant, go with the tapestry. If you like the fun and funky, go with the rock and roll prophetess. The astrology is the same on both, so there's no difference there. Just basic astrology, like new and full moons, Mercury retrograde, stuff like that. It's not an ephemeris or anything, so take a look at that. I can just collapse this, it's better. So here's our full moon in Taurus. I mean, this is it. Look at the reality, assess the reality, accept the reality, and put one foot in front of the other and move forward from here. Okay, everybody, have a great full moon. Remember your love and beauty incarnate. I'll speak to you soon.